The NBA 2K League is back for its 7th season in 2024, and with Warriors Gaming Squad standing as the defending champions, let's take a look at how exactly this season works. The season is divided into two parts called splits. The first part of the season is 3v3, like the retail games 3v3 Pro-Am, and the second half of the season is 5v5, like the full team Pro-Am. 3v3 is fast-paced, with a best-of-5 series and games played to 21, while 5v5 is traditional basketball and more tactical, with single games or classic playoff series. The general structure of how the league works as of 2022 is that teams play in two big tournaments per mode, which essentially make up the regular season. Here's how those tournaments work. In 3v3, the first week of the tournament sees the league's 25 teams divided into 5 groups of 5 for a single round robin. Based on performance in group play, the 2K League teams are seeded 1 to 25 for the next week of the tournament, which is bracket play. Seeds 26 to 32, to round out an even bracket, are amateur community teams who have qualified through play-in and closed qualifiers. The second week of the tournament is the first 2 weeks of bracket play in a double elimination bracket. The top 8 winners bracket teams and the top 4 losers bracket teams advance to the third and final week of the tournament, the last week of bracket play, which finishes the tournament. So there are 2 tournaments like that in 3v3 called the Slam and the Switch. From placement and group play performance, teams rack up standings points. A group play win is worth 10 standings points, and you earn more standing points the higher up you finish in a tournament. So the top 10 pro teams, based on all those standing points after the 2 tournaments, qualify for the 3v3 playoffs, as well as the top 2 amateur teams. After that, there's also a last chance play-in tournament called the Steal, with the remaining 15 pro teams and 1 amateur team. And the 2 finalists in that tournament also qualify for what is a 14-team 3v3 playoffs. Again, it's all best-of-5 series with money on the line for top 8 tournament finishes and money in the playoffs as well. The playoffs are also double elimination, and those are played in person in Washington, D.C. There's over $750,000 on the line in prize money for the 3v3 season this year, and a large chunk of it rests on the playoffs. 5v5, the second half of the 2K League season, is similar, but a little less complicated and with no amateur teams. 2 tournaments, called the Tip-Off and the Turn. Here there are 6 group play games, single games, not series, over the course of 2 weeks. The top 2 teams in each group by win percentage, head-to-head record, and point differential make it to bracket play, which for 5v5 is all in person, just like the playoffs. In 5v5, standings points are 10 points per group play win, 10 points for qualifying for bracket play, 20 points per bracket play win, and 40 extra points for winning a tournament on top of the tournament-specific prize money. 10 teams make the playoffs after those 2 tournaments based on the standing points. The 5v5 part of the season also has a last chance play-in called the Ticket, which sends an extra team per conference to the playoffs. Bracket play and the playoffs are best-of-3 series, while the NBA 2K League Finals are best-of-5 series. There's no double elimination in the 5v5 playoffs. In 5v5, the conferences really come into play. So Warriors Gaming Squad plays a lot of familiar Western Conference teams like Jazz Gaming, Lakers Gaming, and Kingsguard Gaming. This year, the 5v5 season has $1.225 million in total prize money riding on it. So that's how the 2024 season works. You can learn more on the WGS website, warriorsgs.nba.com, or ask in the comments if you have any questions.